What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gifted Gamer 204 back at it again. And yes, you guessed right. Today, we got another banger for y'all, man. So if you're new to the channel, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button as we keep on rolling right into today's video. Now, check this out. I mean, this is absolutely disgusting. The gaming industry is in total shambles right now. And I can't believe my eyes. Now, I'm going to read you this article. And when I get to the end of it, you will see what I'm talking about. Okay? Now, this is over on Gameranx. Those of y'all who don't know, yes, this is the Gameranx with the owner being Mr. Jake Baldino himself. You see, I used to think that Gameranx and Jake Baldino, stood on business, as I say here in the channel. I used to think they stood on business. But after reading this article, it's clear to me now that I was wrong. You see, this is his website. So whatever is going up on this website, he needs to oversee it. And if he sees something wrong, when some of his writers are putting an article up on his website, he has the power to go ahead and tell that writer, I don't think this part of should go up on the website. I don't like what you said here. You should rewrite that. He has the power to do that. Go back in the lab and go fix this up and then bring me back a new draft and we'll see where we go from there. He has the power to do that. Okay? So let's get on with the article so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, here it is. The rumor is Switch 2 will be revealed in January and released in March this 2025. I mean, it's about damn time. Let's keep going. The stakes are higher for the industry than they are for console fanboys. I mean, I don't understand why he even decided to put this in the article. Why is this necessary to be included in this article? People, answer me that question. Let's keep going. There's a huge new rumor about the Switch 2 that seems to have created controversy among fans, which one could take as proof that there is some credibility behind it. This information comes from Nintendo Prime, but we will focus mainly on the rumor itself for the purposes of talking about it. Nintendo Prime found a rumor posted in Weibo that he machine translated but couldn't verify with a fluent Chinese language speaker. As such, we are also subject to what the translation says, and so there's room for misinterpretation in the details. But the main talking points that don't seem like they can be misinterpreted is that the Switch 2 will be officially announced in January of 2025, and it will be released in March of 2025. We don't know how well this aligns with theories that Nintendo Switch 2 release schedule is going on as planned, or if they sped up or slowed down that schedule. But if you think about the business side of this, Nintendo will have motivation to schedule the release of the Switch 2 before the end of this financial year. While they can't predict early sales figures, it will be safe to assume that there will be a huge amount of consoles that will be sold at launch, and they can tout that at the end of March 2025. The machine translator rumor goes on to mention that there are already shipments in various regions of about 650,000 units. They also point out for comparison that the original Switch shipped 2.7 million units. It looks like this source is alluding to the number of Switch consoles that were made in the past few months, and not the number of Switch units made when it launched in 2017. Again, without the benefit of a native speaker, we are making smart guesses here. Finally, the rumor ends, which claims that the Switch 2 components have already been made in the hundreds of thousands since September. Likewise, the long rumored T239 SoC that will power the Switch 2 has been shipped in large quantities. We don't have a frame or reference of this source if this source is credible at all. But the claims they make do make sense. Nintendo can very easily debunk this rumor and surprise us all with a reveal trailer they could show us at any time. But clearly, we haven't reported or found any such thing yet. This rumor seems to have created controversy among Nintendo fans, as Nintendo Prime argued that Family Boys unfairly banned one of their users for posting this information. You can watch Nintendo Prime's video to learn more about this issue. What we will point out is that by deciding to ban that user, Family Boys may have unwittingly lent credibility to the rumor. And here we go, people. But we certainly won't claim that we're sure this rumor is correct. Like everyone else, we're eager to get news, especially now that we know the PlayStation 5 Pro's launch didn't lead to an increase in PlayStation 5 hardware spending year on year. It certainly wasn't enough to raise total hardware sales for the whole industry. Those sales numbers may match or exceed Sony's own goals, and it may make the fans happy, but the industry needs bigger growth to get out of the current slump that's led to this drastic wave of layoffs. We already know there are some developers who are hoping for the Switch 2's success because they had no such expectation for Sony's platform. And I'm going to end the article right there. Now you see what I'm saying? That this is absolutely disgusting and unacceptable. This is what I'm talking about. I mean, we here on the verge of some breaking news as far as the Switch 2 release, which should have been a great day for us gamers, because we finally getting something out of Nintendo, right? But this man here decides we need to put in PlayStation in here somewhere in this article. And here it is. Now, I'm going to put the blame on Jake Baldino because this is his website. He has the power to say, no, go rewrite that part. I don't like that. We stand on business over here. And what you wrote here about the PlayStation is unnecessary. Now, mind you, he over here talking about sales, right? Mind you, in the month of October alone, the PS5 sold 1 million units. Just in 1 month. While the Xbox Series S sold 316,000. Their lifetime sales is 30 million. PS5 doubled the sales. Doubled. Okay? So my thing here is, you start to ask yourself, why didn't, instead of the PlayStation, why didn't he mention Xbox in this article here? You see what I'm saying? Does at least the PlayStation has moved over 60 million units since its release. So this could have easily gone the other way, and he could have easily, inserted Xbox and how they've been the ones, who've been holding everything back and hasn't done anything to try to push the gaming industry upward. He could have easily mentioned all that in this article, but he decides to go after Sony. Now, he also could have easily gone at Nintendo, being that we about to be 8-9 years into the damn Nintendo Switch, and we haven't heard anything. about the Switch's successor until today. And these are just rumors. It's not even, like they said, it's not even a native speaker actually coming out from the Nintendo side saying this. This is still a rumor. So we technically, we still don't know what's going on with Nintendo. And this is what I'll be talking about in this gaming industry. You see, I just made a video on RGT. He over there crying. He over there feeling so salty. He's over there, expressing his frustration with the gaming industry when it's clear he's a Nintendo player. So he's so frustrated at Nintendo because he hasn't gotten anything that now he wants to take up on the entire gaming industry to express his frustration about how bad 2024 was. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? You see why these people are so biased? And everybody, I keep saying, everybody has an agenda. This is what I'm talking about. Instead of, you know how to fix problems? You go at the actual problem. You get down to the nitty gritty of it. You get into the roots of the problem. Where's the problem at? The problem is we haven't gotten a damn thing from Nintendo this year. And the second problem is Microsoft is over here with all its fanboys, and it hasn't dropped a damn thing this year either. And if you want to count that walking simulator of Hellblade 2, and you want to go enjoy yourself, go play that game, go enjoy yourself. I mean, we about to enter the month of December, and we haven't gotten anything from Nintendo and from Xbox. Think about it. Meanwhile, PlayStation's over here being consistent, dropping games year after year. Now we come to this year alone, 2024. They gave us 6 bangers, with the exception of Concord, with all that controversy behind it. But that's a story for another day. PlayStation gave us the one and only Helldivers 2. I mean, this game shook up the entire gaming industry and took it by storm with no promotion, nothing. None of the big media people behind it, nothing. It was just a great game, and it just happened to soar and take off only because of the word of mouth. That's it. Now you take that, you imagine the numbers this game could have done if all these big media outlets such as Gameranx, IGN, Gaming Boat, and the rest of the crew, everybody, think about it, if all of these media outlets actually backed up, Helldivers 2, the way they back up Call of Duty and things like that. Think about it. And I'm just going to mention that one game because I don't even need to mention anything else because there's no competition when it comes to Xbox and Nintendo. They didn't drop anything. You see, let me tell you something. PlayStation is so far ahead. You notice that every time, and this is what we call, back in my day, a sore loser. You see, when you got a sore loser and they finally realize that they've lost the battle, you notice how they, instead of saying, yeah, you're right, it's true, that, yeah, you're right, I'm gonna take that L, I'm gonna take the L. You notice that a sore loser automatically tries to change the subject. tries to change the argument. You notice that? How it goes from games, and now they notice they lost the battle. Now what's the talk? Financials. You see where I'm going? All of a sudden, if you look at what the gaming industry is so focused on, especially those Xbox guys, it's all about financials. Oh, this is great for Xbox. Yeah, buy up ZeniMax. Yeah, buy up ABK, because now Microsoft is going to be able to put their games here. It's going to allow them to grow in business, because you got to think this is a business at the end of the day, and they need to do what they got to do for the business, because they got to keep on growing. And Phil Spencer says, we got to keep on growing. We want things on every platform, everywhere you look. I want it to be an Xbox, and everybody's just jumping on the bandwagon. All their fans, yeah, go Xbox. Put it on that Fire Stick. Yeah. Like, if these people are actually shareholders. I mean, it's absolutely disgusting. These people are acting like if they're actual shareholders, like if they're actually sitting in that board meeting having these type of discussions. You see what I'm saying? Instead of talking about what we all supposedly are here for, which is the video games. Now, I don't know what goes on behind the scenes with these people, especially the big media outlets, such as Gameranx. But I thought these people stood on business. But it's clear to me something must be going on behind the scenes. Because why are these people talking about the PS5 Pro? Mind you, Xbox just released a $600 2 terabyte Series X with no improvements, nothing at all. And the industry is so silent. I mean, you didn't hear one word about it. I did expose some of these people, on my channel, on one of my older videos. I forgot that YouTuber's name, Austin, getting all hyped because he found some little chip, something. I forgot what it was. But he over there trying to praise it like if it's something new. But I'm not getting into all that right now. We focused on Jake Baldino and Gameranx. It seems to me like something going on behind the scenes, Jake. You see, for you to allow this right here, I thought you stood on business, but it's clear to me now that you don't. This guy is over here writing this article like if Sony is supposed to be, putting the gaming industry on its back. Like if that's Sony's job. Even though Sony does put the gaming industry on its back, but that's not Sony's job. You see, Sony does such a great job that that's what it feels like. You see what I'm saying? So now everybody's accustomed to it, and everybody's so used to Sony coming, being so consistent, that now all of a sudden it just feels like it's Sony's job to do it. You see what I'm saying? Nintendo drops one game, which is Zelda. Everybody goes insane, go crazy, because that's the only game that people can actually hang on to when it comes to Nintendo, to actually have something to talk about. And after that dies down, it's over. Everything goes back to, let's go back over to PlayStation and Xbox. Let's go, because They already know ain't nothing else happening over on Nintendo. You don't see them though saying, it's been 5 years since the last Zelda game came out, and we still haven't gotten anything else from Nintendo. What's going on over there, Nintendo? Well, you don't see any of that talk. You don't see any of the Microsoft has only released Hellblade 2 this entire year in 2024. We are about to be in December, and we haven't seen a damn thing yet. And not to mention how mediocre that Hellblade 2 is, which is a damn walking simulator. And don't talk to me about no visuals, how visually great this thing. The game sucks. This man is trying to sit here and say that the Nintendo Switch 2 needs to come out and destroy its competition because the industry needs a bigger growth to get out of the current slump that's led to a drastic wave of layoffs. He's tying this all into Sony, people, by the way, because he did not mention Microsoft in this article. So he's basically trying to put the blame on Sony for all of this happening. You see what I'm saying? You see when I tell you in my videos that when these people speak, you need to read between the lines. Because these people, in my eyes, like I've mentioned before, if these people are trying to do a job as opposed to, referring to them trying to hide the fact that they're not biased, they're horrible at it. And it's crazy how, like, the rest of the people don't see it. These people are so bad at their job when it comes to trying to hide the fact that they are biased. They're horrible. I mentioned this already before when I was talking about Destin, when he did his whole Avowed, the final preview. I mentioned it in that video. These people are horrible at this. And this is just another example. Mind you, with the whole layoffs, I already spoke on it with the whole Bungie thing. I'm not going to get into it again. And the whole firewall. I'm not going to get into it again. But if you go and look at Phil Spencer and Microsoft, remember that article when they said that when Phil Spencer first came into the office, into the Blizzard office, how he was like, he walked in there like a celebrity. Everybody looked at him like, oh my goodness, it's actually him. It's him. It's Phil. And they were like, he was like, yeah, I don't want to talk about those financials. Remember, it was Jason Schreier that reported it, I believe. He walked in there. Yeah, I don't want to talk about any other stuff. I just want to play the games. Show me the games. I'm a gamer. Give me the controller. And everybody was so happy when he said that. Like, yeah, we got a gamer. Yeah. Everybody was so hyped. Next thing you know, he turns around and sends that email and drops the bomb on everybody. Why he don't mention that in this article, Jake Baldino? You see, this is on you, buddy. It's a damn shame. This video was supposed to go a totally different direction. I was supposed to be here, praising the Nintendo Switch, how great of an amazing news this is, that I hope they turn it around and things of that nature. I was supposed to go a totally different direction on this video. But when I got to this point of it, it completely threw me off, and I had to make the switch instantly. Instantly, I had to make the switch. and go a totally different direction. I'm freestyling right now. Is what I really do freestyle in all my videos. But this one right here was special. Anyways, man, I got nothing else to say. Those of y'all who rocking with me, I appreciate y'all. Salute. I see y'all. Y'all make sure y'all share this video. And make sure they watch the entirety of it. Even if they put the playback speed at 1.25, it don't matter. Because I know I'll be taking my time with this. It's because I'll be freestyling. It's what I do. But they need to be watching this video right here. Because I know Gameranx and Jake Baldino is one of the people that everybody, you know, goes to and feels like, you know, they're unbiased and things like that. Everybody needs to be watching this right here. Anyways, I'm going to leave the video right here. It's your boy, the gifted one here, man. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. I'm gone.